Edwin Nelson. 7 years ago, I was one of the priests at the Episcopal Church in Winchester, the parish of the Epiphany, when on one cold morning in January, a tall young black man walked into the parish, worshipped with us at the 10 a.m. service, and on the way out introduced himself. He was Daniel Paac, and he was from South Sudan. He was here in the United States on a visitor's visa, and he said that he was looking for some way to get a student visa. Well, I said I didn't know if I could do anything about that, but I said, you know, he looked like a good young man, intelligent young man, so I said, come back on Wednesday and we'll talk. Well, he came back on Wednesday. We talked. Before I knew it, we were down at the Bunker Hill Community College at the International Students Office, and there we were filling out forms to get a student visa, which we were assured we would not get. Well, we did get it. And then the question became, well, where's Daniel going to live, and how's he going to afford college? Well, I had a room in my condo, and so I said, live with me. And he said, okay. Now, we did this out of faith. We didn't know each other very well, but we each had sort of a sense that it would work out. And indeed, it has worked out. As for money, the parish of the Epiphany has been very generous, having some special collections over these years to help pay for Daniel's educational expenses. The rest is Daniel's story, because he's worked very hard while he's been here. He graduated from Bunker Hill College with honors, president of the student body there, became engaged in the community in various ways, and then he got a scholarship to Tufts University. And today, we are celebrating his graduation from Tufts. Daniel is a unique human being. I am so glad that he walked through that church door on that Sunday morning. And in fact, I think it's God's will that he did, that he and I were meant to know and to be part of each other in our lives together. We've had a wonderful time. We get along very well. We have our disagreements, as everyone does, I suppose, but Daniel was very motivated, has goals that he sets, and has a deep, deep Christian faith. I admire him. I'm so glad I was able to be of some help to him. And he's promised me, Daniel, that someday when you build a school in Africa, it'll be named after me. Okay? Good luck in your future, and God bless you.
We have a foster son from South Sudan, so we're very happy to have Daniel in our community. We're very proud of what he's done and we're sure.
Daniel Kuol,
I was at Daniel's academic dean. He was at Tufts University, and he came from Bunker Hill. He just succeeded beautifully. Such a
arose in the Middle Ages in Islamic and Christian lands to further the study of scripture and religious authorities and the contemplation of God. They were sheltered places in which a few privileged people could devote themselves, away from the cares and the responsibilities of the world to the most pressing philosophical and religious questions. The robes we wear, faculty, staff, and students, reveal this medieval origin. The course of study has enlarged, of course, over the centuries, but still the ultimate purpose is contemplation. Contemplation of all of the mysteries of the natural world and the varieties of the human experience. That contemplation in all of its form that occurs in this particular place and in all other places akin to it fit under the broad category of the life of the mind. That is what you have pursued while you were here. That was your ultimate purpose. You were sheltered here in this particular place so that you could pursue it. The life of the mind is the modern university's alpha and omega. At Tufts, it is our ABCs. Our athletic fields and our activism, our baseball and basketball teams, our boathouse, our clubs and climbing walls, and our claims to civic engagement and citizenship. These are our ABCs, as it were, and they serve one ultimate end, the life of the mind. Without this end, these means, these activities and occupations, as fulfilling, as educational, and as fun as they are, again, they are means. They would be meaningless without this end, the end of the life of the mind. We might be very appealing social club or country club, but we would not be a university. And you, graduates of political science, international relations, and Asian studies, have studied questions of immense importance. For example, why do nations go to war, and how is peace maintained? How cultures develop and change, as well as the intricacies of discrete cultures and languages. The forms of government that have risen in history and the human possibilities that they cultivate. You have spent 4 years here in this particular place in order to spend the rest of your life as educated individuals. You have learned to write effectively, to think critically, to speak persuasively, and to pursue the truth wherever it takes you. And all the aspects of the human experience that you have studied and that you will continue to pursue make you yourself an archive of the human experience. If we, our faculty, have done our jobs correctly, you have been challenged intellectually. Nay, you have been challenged, you have been pushed to the edge of what you thought possible. But in the process, you have exceeded your own expectations for yourself. You have felt unworthy of the privilege of 4 blessed years of study here. But ultimately, you have persevered and proven to yourself that you were worthy all along. You will continue to write, to speak, to think, and to question as an educated person. Now in closing, I'm going to let you in on a little bit of knowledge that we have from this side of the stage. That is our secret knowledge. That isn't so secret because it shows in everything we do. To the parents, guardians, and nurturers of the class of 2017, we are immensely grateful for the wonderful students whom we have had the privilege of teaching. We faculty members are blessed with these particular students at this particular place and time, and we know it. They are bright and engaging and appealingly humble and hungry for knowledge. They are, and I'm sorry to say, they were pleasures to teach and to mentor. They make our lives fulfilling as educators. Thank you. You did a wonderful job of nurturing the lives entrusted to you. You helped make them these intrepid pursuers of truth, these fearless livers of the life of the mind. We are immensely grateful to you, their families and friends, for leading them and lending them to us for 4 years. And now we give them back to you so that they can now enter the world as educated and reflective adults. Congratulations to all.
We will now begin the presentation of undergraduate degrees. Once the presentation is complete, we ask that you remain in your seats until the platform party and students have exited. We then invite you to meet with faculty outside of Packard and Dowling. Students, please remember to pick up your diplomas at Dowling by 4 p.m.
Nelson M. Kunha, Political Science. Daniel Paac, Political Science. International Relations. Kevin Yisheng Kelly, International Relations, Chinese, summa cum laude.
Years ago, on a cold Sunday morning in early January, this stranger appeared in church. I knew he was new because, first of all, he was black. We don't have that many black people in Winchester. And you couldn't miss him because he was tall. And he hung sort of back after the service to make sure that he was sort of the end of the line, which I now realize was part of his strategy. So he figured, well, I'll have more time at the end of the line than I would if he introduced himself at the beginning of the line or the middle of the line. But anyway, what happened is that I said, come back on Wednesday, we'll talk about it. Daniel Paac said, I'm here on a visitor's visa and I want to study here. I want to get a student visa. And so I said, well, I don't know what I can do about that. He said, well, you could probably do something. And I said, well, let's go into Mount Dale Community College into the national office, which we did. And I found out I could do something. All you had to do to be a sponsor was have $19,000 in the bank to show the U.S. government. So they knew that Daniel wouldn't come here and live off the fat of the land. And he received that student visa unexpectedly. And then we had to think, well, where is this guy going to live? And Darcy was in the nursing home at that time. I had been on my own for about a year. And it was starting to get a little lonely. And I had this wonderful bedroom with this big screen TV I just bought for myself. Which I haven't seen since he moved in. And so I said, come and live with me. And we looked at each other and said, okay. Well, I don't think I could have worked out better. Our personalities just seem to mesh very well. We really have become, in many ways, a father and son kind of combination. I admired over these years the dedication that he gave to his studies. I see his light on at 4 a.m. when I got up to go to the bathroom, like that's what folks do, and he was just dedicated to his work. He really wanted an education. And he got graduated from Bunker Hill, honors, president of the student body, spent a year taking courses at Harvard Extension, was invited to come to University of Mass, Boston for a year, and then he got a scholarship to Tufts. And he spent his last 2 years at Tufts, and this afternoon he graduated. A lot of us are part of that story. Obviously, Daniel is the main character. He is the one who has the drive, the ambition, the goals. And he's also a person of deep, deep faith, which appeals to me. Obviously, I'm part of the story. Without me, it probably would not have happened. But you're all part of the story, too. Because going to college is not inexpensive nowadays. And over these years, you have responded 2 or 3 times very generously to appeals to help pay for his tuition. I'll let him talk to you a little about what his future plans might be, but his diploma is over there. And take a chance to look at it. It's like a mirage. And it's real. So Daniel.
For the past 7 years, we've been living together as father and son. I don't know where to start, how I'm going to begin it, but I'm a little bit emotional, but still I believe that being emotional sometimes is good and it is not good. Because sometimes it could also, distract you from saying what you want to say. But I just wanted to thank you, everyone. Today is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. To all those who worked tirelessly over the past few days to put this party together, I can't thank you enough. You are the best. Word alone can't describe this joyous moment. Shout out to my godfather, the Reverend Roger Nelson, who for the past 7 years has given me free room and board. I can't believe we're going to part ways this summer. Dad, you were such a great roommate. I couldn't ask for anyone better than you.
I'm a soft touch, yes.
I would like to also say thank you so much to the Parish of Epiphany, who supported me financially and spiritually. I love you all, and you know. You did not do what you did in Daniel's life just for him. You generously did what you did for the love of the South Sudanese people. I would like to say thank you to my moms and dad who are in Africa and couldn't be here today because of the immigration process. Even though my parents couldn't be here today, I still have 2 wonderful ladies who have gone above and beyond their role as my deans and professor. Dean Herbert and Professor Penguins were like mom figures during my time at Tufts University. They were there in every step of the way leading towards my academic finish line today. Dean Herbert is here within your midst, and she's there. So would you please rise up so that we see you. Thank you so much for coming. Not only did they advise me academically, but also encouraged me during my difficult times. The messages and thoughts, the regular check-ins made me feel like I had my mom here with me. Thank you both, Dean Herbert. May God continue to watch over you while you enjoy your retirement. So actually, she just retired today. So thanks to Tammy Key, my academic advisor from Bank Hill Community College. I don't think she's here, but yeah, she is here with, she's here in the spirit. So, Tammy Key was the only person at Bank Hill who helped me to get, they call it I-20, student visa. So without her tireless work, I would have not got that or, study here in the United States. So I would like to thank her. I wouldn't have reached this milestone without thinking about the forgotten children who in our world today are living under the ravages of civil wars. I am often reminded of the same tragedies that I have experienced during my childhood in the Sudan. These forgotten children are the reasons that pressed and kept me awake every day and night to do my best. So that one day, when one of them walks into a church like I did one Sunday morning 7 years ago, looking not only for a spiritual home, but also for an opportunity to go to school, the doors would be open. Reflecting back on a message I received from Professor Penben, I send solidarity. I am lightening a candle of peace, hope, solidarity, and thankfulness. We must commit to being big, strong, peaceful, and hopeful. I pray that the forgotten children stay determined, brave the pains and agonies of escape and torture that they may face. My hope is that they have faith and hope, carry no grief and pains on their shoulders, so that they would be able to see what the Lord has in store for them. Thank you, everyone, for your love and support. May God bless you, and may God bless this country.
Diocese of Massachusetts is nurturing a South Sudanese congregation right near us at Grace Episcopal Church in Everett. And Pastor John, who's the pastor of that congregation, is here. Pastor, would you like to say a few words? Come on.
Good evening, brothers and sisters. Tonight is a great day for me as somebody from South Sudan. I am a father with 4 kids, 4 boys. He's my son. Being a refugee is a difficult. But today, what I want to say, 3 words. 1, thank you, Father Riley. It's my second time to come here. You did something Sudanese or people of South Sudan will not forget. God bless you. Number 2, I want to describe this guy. His name Daniel. We know the story of Daniel. Daniel killed a lion. Dan is a handsome man, very smart guy, very polite guy. Today you killed a lion. Thank you very much. May God bless you. The word number 3 to you all American people. I am a witness. The late founder of South Sudan, Dr. John Garang, graded here in America. The peace in South Sudan came through American people. Lost boy came here to America. America adopted them, raised them, put them into school. Now they are holding master's degree. Never happened in the South Sudanese history to get someone like Daniel, to get someone like other people who are here. I will say thank you for all of you. I'm asking you tonight, keep praying for us. Keep supporting South Sudan. Keep supporting children who are here. Give them your knowledge. And God will make us free from where we are here. You are a light for us. Help us. Episcopal Church, keep going. We are your people. And may God bless you. Thank you very much.
Celebrate.